Hi, welcome back to Sparkle Me Pink. My name's Michelle, and today I'm going to be showing you a very natural but kind of summer glowy look. I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna get there. I just have some products that I've been using this past week that I've been loving in front of me, and we're just kind of gonna go with the flow. I gathered this inspiration from, number one, this dress. I'll see if I can put like a little inset clip showing you the whole thing. But guess where it's from, of all places? Walmart. They have seriously been pulling out some really amazing pieces from that Time and True collection. Their t-shirts are super soft, and yeah, I saw this and I had to have it. It's very summery and perfect. Something else that kind of inspired this look was this picture of Demi Lovato. She just looks so gorgeous and just bronze and simple eye and bright lip with her dark hair, and I thought, hey, I could maybe kind of look like that. Well, we're gonna try. This lipstick from e.l.f. I'm going to use is called Orange Dream. So when I was going through my collection and I saw it, I was like, I have to do that look. See, perfect. I have everything I need to do. So let's pin up my hair. By the way, all of these waves, I have a video I'll link up here as to how I got them. I'm seriously loving the new tool that I used to get the look, which gives me this more, it's not so curly, it's more waves, and I just need to get a little more volume up at the root. We'll be good. All right, so let's get started. Lately, I've been really enjoying a more light to full cut, like a lighter feeling, but still covering up all of my acne and stuff like that. So I've been mixing the Neutrogena Hydro Boost with the Revlon Color Stay Oily combination. So this is gonna be like a very tinted moisturizer kind of feeling. And I feel like it just kind of lightens up the severity and coverage of the Revlon Color Stay, because this is just very full coverage and matte. So this gives me more of a satiny skin. So it's not shiny like a dewy, but it's not super matte like a porcelain doll. And I'm not sure if that's gonna be dark enough. I did use a sunless tanner, so I'm super bronze and glowy. It is actually, I kept it right here so I would remember the name to share it with you. It is the Vita Liberata Luxury Tan Moisture Lock 1. I used it last night, rinsed it off, and then reapplied this morning, did some stuff around the house, and then rinsed it off again. So why am I trying to be all kinds of bronze other than just doing this? After this, I'm going to be filming a full try on I bought bathing suits from Amazon type video. Now, I've never done a video like that before, and I'm by far not a fashion blogger. I saw a bunch of other girls doing this and I was like, hey, I want to do it, because I'm not quite plus size, but I'm not quite straight size either. Is that what you call it? Like, I'm kind of in the middle. So I thought maybe if there's other girls out there like me who is size like 12, 14, where we can kind of like dance in between like an extra large versus a 1X, which apparently is different, I've learned over the years. To me, I always thought like XXL and 2X was the same thing. No. It's kind of like saying that juniors and women's sizes are the same. You can kind of maybe fit in between, but they're like shaped differently, I believe. Again, I'm not like a huge fashionista. I see pretty things and I want to try it. And then for concealer on the face, I'm going to use the Revlon Color Stay Concealer. I got this when I purchased the foundation just because I wanted them to have like a little family thing going on. And the one concealer that I do like, the Better Skin, isn't sold in my area anymore. So the Maybelline Better Skin, you've heard me mention that before. I'm really sad about that. I'm really bummed. I hate that companies do that. They come out with like new lines and stuff like that. Heck, even limited edition sometimes drives me crazy. I get that I want it to be special and unique and different maybe, or like seasonal, but I don't know. Sometimes if you fall in love with something, you don't want to use it because then you won't be able to get it again, and that's really unfortunate. So I forgot to mention, before I started doing my makeup, I did this really crazy mask from e.l.f. Again, I'll link it out. You have to watch it after you watch this. It was the weirdest thing ever, but it left my skin feeling really nice. Like, my breakouts were super bright red this morning, like just irritated and tender. I've been trying to use a retinol cream at night to try to help the situation. seems to be helping in the right direction, but of course not totally cured. Anyways, I did this mask. It feels really good. Like, it seems super, super gimmicky, but I was kind of impressed. Okay, so now that we're all concealed, and I do want to mention that that concealer, the Revlon concealer, is by far not a super, super full coverage. It's definitely not going to pack the punch of a Tarte Shape Tape, but I'm going to use Shape Tape because I do want to cover under here. Just a couple little baby dots under my eye. And then I like to use this brush from Moda. It comes in a set of like 4, but I use this size brush the most. I really don't use the other ones. Well, the more medium size, like the one that's like next size up bigger from this one, I do like to use for like cream contour. But this is so perfect for concealer, and I just very gently try not to drag my skin too much because I don't want it to pull out of shape. Look at how nice of a coverage that gives me. I could leave it at that. I will probably just put like a little dot. So that was light that I put on earlier. And then this is light sand. It definitely has more of a yellow tone. And putting the tiniest of dots right there. And then this time I'm actually going to use a sponge to spread it out. I'm not going up too close to that crease there because I don't want to have too much product in that area, making it worse, creasing worse. And sometimes I like to take that light color down the nose, around the nose. Concealed, light, bright, ready to move on. Next thing I'm going to do is pull out this brow Stylist definer. It is the ultrafine tip shaping pencil. I will for sure link this down below because you have to try this. I have not tried, full disclosure, I have not tried the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but I can only assume that this is basically the same thing. I love using these very fine tipped scroll up pencils for my brows because then I can kind of map out this under area that I want to do, and then use the tiny little tip to flick up a couple of fake hair marks. Oop, I got a little too low there. Seriously, and then I won't even bring it up too high in here because then I'll take the spoolie and just kind of like drag it up. I like to give myself a nice sharp under area here. And in that picture of Demi, her brows were very defined, so that's what we're kind of focusing on here. And I haven't set my concealer yet, and this is the reason, because now I can kind of go in, if I get a little too high and then I wipe it, I can go back in with a little concealer. Now, if I had already powdered, it would be harder to kind of like, you'd have that weird like empty eraser spot. So I have not powdered yet. Actually, one of you guys had recommended this to me. I was asking a couple weeks back because I had ran out of one that I was using. I can't remember the name of it. It was something that came in like a subscription box, and it had a fine tip like this one. And then you guys said to try this one out. I already bought another one. There was an Ibotta coupon, plus I had a coupon from the Red Plum that comes in the mail. I got a score. I got a deal. I love deals. The only place I've been able to find it is Walmart. I don't know if it's being sold elsewhere or if that's just where I always remember to look for it. But it was sold out in my Walmart a couple days ago. I had to go back and get another one. This brow is not wanting to cooperate. Mind you, I am getting them redone tomorrow, so they are a little grown out at the moment. Okay, so I could leave it as is, but I really want to set this brow so that in case I'm sweating, or if this is a day that you're gonna go hang out by the pool or something like that, or go to the beach, I need to set it with a powder. And I'm gonna use just this Bodyography, but any brow powder, because you're not gonna use a lot. You really just wanna put it on the areas that you kinda really needed to fill in with the pencil to make sure that that stays put. I'm really not even trying to add down more color. I just want to set it so I don't have to worry about it coming off. Not that I think that the pencil would, but this is just like double insurance because I haven't had troubles with it. I don't know that it's necessarily waterproof, but I'm not screwing around. I'm not chancing it. Okay, so let's start bronzing up the face. Now, up until this point, we've basically used all drugstore products aside from the Tarte Shape Tape. Now, these next couple things is like a little mix and match. And if you know me, then you know I have a soft spot for bronzers. The only thing I haven't really been able to find is a very mute, like almost gray toned contour, other than this one that was in the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. So that's what I will use today to kind of carve out those cheekbones, because as you see in her picture, she has like beautiful bronzy, beautiful jawline, everything, but she naturally has that. I need to work a little bit extra at mine. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to use this blending brush from e.l.f. to just kind of like give me that line, that ashy tone. Don't worry, we're gonna work on that. So it looks crazy right now. Stay with me. Blending is a beautiful thing. Oh, I know what I wanted to do before I blend up too hot. This is just gonna be in the hollows of the cheeks. But before I start to powder my skin too much, I want to add this one product. I'm excited to show you. I can't believe I almost forgot to do it. It's because I put it over here. This is the Targeted Natural Glow Stick from e.l.f. Now, this is not going to give me a blinding highlight, but as you can see, it is so pretty. And then just kind of like blend that out. It is the perfect base underneath your like powder highlight. So it's like a little cream stick, and then it just gives you like that soft glow. You could totally run with just this, but I'm gonna do another highlight here after I bronze my skin. That'll really be like a little bit under the brow, just a itty bitty baby bit. Because in the picture, you can't really see her eyeshadow, so I can only assume that it's very neutral, very generic, very everyday, and that's just my jam, nice and easy. To go on top of that, I'm gonna pull out this Total Face palette, and we're going to be using all of these products in here. I'm gonna take this, which is a very mute bronzer, not quite as gray, ashy as the Anastasia one. And I'm gonna go right above the Anastasia. And this one I'll actually start to bring up a little bit. Pressing it in so it starts to melt in with my skin a little. Butter bronzer, have to. So that even goes up higher than the last one I put on. And this I'll kind of like put everywhere just because I love to smell it. And I have the light medium, right? Yeah, I have the light bronzer. So I probably need the deep one now that I got a little bit of a tan going on. See, it doesn't do too much. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, like a satin finish. Not quite a shimmer, definitely not a matte. I really like that bronzer. I definitely need to get the deeper shade though. And then let's go in for blush, and then I have another bronzer product that I'm going to show you. I kind of like this bottom one down here, so I think I'm going to stick with that one today. The other one's a little more pink, this one's a little more peach. Just a little itty baby bit, just to warm up the little apples of the cheeks. I like having mine like right here. A lot of people keep their blush a little bit higher. So let's set the face with this e.l.f. powder, and then I'll share that other bronzer that I wanted to show you. And I'm just going to take a very light little, it's very finely milled, like the air conditioning's blowing kind of down on me here. I don't know if you could see like how much that's like pushing around. I learned this little tapping and pushing trick from Samantha here on YouTube. So I will link her video down below too, where she kind of taught me a couple little tricks that I've picked up recently. Plus she's like gorgeous and perfect, and so pretty. And she's so good, like she's so talented and real. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I could be her friend, and I know her, and I don't know her. She has no idea who I am. Okay, I'm not going to go over this highlighted area. Okay, so the product that I was kind of alluding to before is this Vita Liberata Crystal, it's a powder. It's supposed to be like a tanning powder. It's just a beautiful bronzer, okay? And it comes with this cute little kabuki brush. And I've had this for forever. I talk about it every single summer because it's very, and I just like pat it off on here and then kind of go into the other lid. And I did tape it so not all of it comes out, just FYI. What was I saying? I don't know. It's just these beautiful topper. It's an orangey tan glow. Oh, I love it so much. Has a slight sheen to it as well, so that you don't look matte and flat. You look very soft and glowy, as if you have a gorgeous, natural, beautiful tan. And I'm going to take this Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay pressed powder, and I'm going to put a little bit of this under my eyes, but to smooth out the concealer once more, let me put a little bit, tiny little baby bit of the light, not the light medium, or not the light sand, just the regular light. And I'm going to put a fresh application under here. I'm taking the brush. Oh, my eyeball's watering. The air is like blowing on my face. Now for highlighter today, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Precious Petals, and I'm going to hit just on top of the area that I had laid down that e.l.f. cream before, or the little stick. This is so glowy and gorgeous and looks almost wet. A little bit left over on the brow, itty bitty baby bit on the nose and lip. I don't like too much right here because I feel like it gives me like a mustache. And girl, my aging body gives me a mustache as it is. Now for the eyes, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to use this little duo from e.l.f. It's called T for Two. Two for T and me for you. And I'm going to stop singing. So I'm going to grab, you know what? I'm going to need to put down a little primer because like I was saying before, I don't want it to melt off. Even though we're going light and easy, it doesn't mean I want it to disappear. Where is, I don't know where the brush is that I normally use, so I'm just gonna use this and get it all over. Very light application. It very lightly kind of cancels out any lines of redness. Very lightly. It's not like a full concealer-ish primer. I wouldn't by far give this, you know, say that it'll give me long-lasting results, but it definitely helps to like cling it on there. I'm gonna grab this cream shade and bring it all over the lid. And then with a more fluffy brush, I'm gonna pick up the more shimmery, bronzy side and just go on the outer edge and a little bit into the crease. So before I do my lashes and lip, I do want to kind of like mist my skin. I really like the Makeup Mist and Set. They have a matte one and I did not like that one. So I very much enjoy this one. You have to hold it away pretty far away. It has a very strong mist to it. I also really like that Daily Defense Makeup Mist that I was sharing with you earlier. Maybe I'll give a little like, it smells so good. I love this one so far. And that just kind of like is going to hopefully melt all of these layers together. Even though we didn't go too heavy, there's still stuff on my face that I want to like make it stay. Now moving on to lips, I don't have an orange lip liner. So I'm going to use this more nude shade from Rimmel, and then I'm going to, well, first I'm going to prime my lips or lids, what did I say? Lips with the liquid lip primer. Again, I feel like this just makes it go on more smoothly. I don't feel like it actually makes it last longer. I guess we'll kind of see. But in my experience with using this, I've used it a few times before, and I just feel like it just helps with application, even though we're not using a liquid lip. This is just so there is an additional base to my lips and helps define them out a little bit better too. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for a second and I'm gonna go in with, and I hate that I love this so much because I hate that I'm even sharing this with you. It is a Lancome mascara. They sent this to me eons ago. I don't even remember which one it is. I'll see if I can link it down below. Yes, I hate that I love this because I'm pretty certain it's expensive, but it is so good. They sent it to me like a really long time ago and I put it off using it for so long because I was like, no, that can't be any good. And you'll see, like, it's so good. How many times can I say good in a sentence? There are some Revlon mascaras I've really been loving. I did try the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal and I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it did come in a beauty box that I just got and I thought, well, maybe I'll try it again. There's gotta be a reason that everybody loves it and I didn't. Maybe I had a bad bottle. Maybe I wasn't using it right, so I'm definitely going to try it again. I think my lashes were still wet from doing the face spray because they're clumping together a little bit more than normal. And then I also have the Hypnose Drama, and I really liked this when it was brand new. Now that it's dried out a little bit, it's not my favorite. It kind of clumps up a bit too much for me. Look at the difference. That is insane. I don't even have lashes on, like fake lashes, and I have them out, and I don't even think I'm gonna put them on today because that's pretty crazy. See how this side is a little more fluttery and this side's a little more clumped? So the trick behind that is I take a spoolie and my pinky finger and I just very lightly drag through the lashes to separate them. Kind of take a little bit of the product off. I'm not pulling, I'm just kind of dragging. So much better. And then just give it a little baby wiggle. And this is normally when I would end it, but today we're gonna be crazy and put this Orange Dream lipstick on. Lips feel ready. I feel like the way I apply lipstick is super weird, but I'm weird. Welcome to me. Whoa, that is bright. Okay, I feel like I need some more on the cheek. Okay, I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna go in with this The Rock Baked Bronzer Tantalizer. That might be the shade. I don't know, but it's the shimmery one. And I got this in like the little impulse buy section at Kohl's, you know, by the register. And I'm just gonna hit up. Whew, that is shiny. That may be too much. Ooh, and I just realized in the picture, hers look a little more metallic. Not shiny, but metallic. But the only thing I have readily available is this Chloe Morello lip icing and cake. So I'm gonna put just some on my finger because it has a very like shimmer glitter to it, and I'm just gonna pat it on instead of like getting my wand all up in there. That is really, 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 really pretty. All right, so what do you guys think? I have a lot of bronzer on. This is by far not what I would normally do. The beginning of the video is normally what I would do. This is a little bit extra, a little more Demi. But leave me comments down below what you think. If you found this entertaining, if you want to see more videos like this, or if it just wasn't your style. I would love to hear from you. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. That way I know, and it kind of helps me out on here in YouTube world. All right, I think that's everything. Thank you again so much for watching. Be sure to, of course, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check out my blog at sparklingpink.com, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which is that bathing suit try on. So definitely check that out. I'm super excited. All right, bye.